back to my channel. It's me, Karen Frost, with Now Decadence, and I've got a little haul for you, well, that I want to share with you, should I say. I bought some bits from Ink London. I bought the Molten Metal collection, and I also bought their acrylic brushes, which I am very excited about. My nails are a mess and they need doing, but I was waiting for these bad boys to arrive. Oh, let me see if I can get that in focus. There we go. So I got the A8 and the A10 acrylic brushes, and I'm loving the style of them. Really like the casing, and I love the fact that they come with a lid so you can put them down. So this is the A8 and this is the A10. So if you can see, move my light a little bit. If my camera will focus for me. There we go. They're very similar, even though one's at 8 and one's at 10. The difference being, when you turn them on this side, one is fatter than the other. Let me see if I can get a good side profile for you. Right. Hopefully you can see that one is fatter than the other. So I'm really looking forward to giving these a go, and I'm going to break them in for you, show you how to prep them and everything. This is the Molten Metal collection. This is Gable, and it is a gorgeous silver. Look at that, isn't that lush? I will pop these for you so you can see what they look like out of the pot. This one is Fonda, which is a gorgeous gold. Look at that, how luxurious is that? I actually tried some of these on my course with Amanda Graves and absolutely fell in love with Ink London. To me, it seemed their core system seems very similar to One Love, which I absolutely adore, so I thought I'd give these a try. This one is Bogart. Look at that. Isn't that lush? So yes, I shall pop these for you after I have broken in these new brushes. So, what do you do when you need to break in a new brush? First thing to do is obviously take off your little plastic safety thingy-jig, and then we need to sort of fluff the ends of the brushes like this to get some of the glue out, because they put a sort of glue in them to keep the brushes from getting damaged and put out of shape. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. And so if you just flick out some of that glue, I don't know if you can see it flying in the air, but there is residue in there that you need to get out. So just flicking some of that out. And I've got some monomer here. Now I'm going to dip them in, wipe them off, dip them in, wipe them off, dip them in, wipe them off kind of thing. Give them a good old wash. After that, this monomer has to be discarded. You cannot use this monomer again on your nails, because obviously it's going to have the glue residue from the brushes in it. You don't want to use that. So just bear in mind that whatever you use whatever monomer you use to rinse your brushes, you don't want to use that then to apply acrylic to your nails. So I'm going to dip it in, give it a good swish around, swipe and wipe, and again, good swish around, swipe and wipe. Another time, give it a good swish around, swipe and wipe, and one more for good measure, swipe and wipe. Now I'm going to give it a good press just to make sure all of the residue is out, And I'm just going to sort of roll it to reshape it. And there we go, that's one ready. Good to go now. Let's get the other one going. Good, rinse, swipe and wipe. There we go. Swipe and wipe. Again. Oh! Don't do that. Luckily it fell on, there's still some in here. Luckily it fell on the kitchen roll. Cool. I'm such a klutz. At least I haven't spilt my powders, because I've done that before too. Very klutzy. Right. Reshape this one. There we go. Now this one's good to go. So I think I shall just zoom you in a little bit, and then I will pop the molten metal collection. So I'm going to give my dap and dish a wipe out. Just like so. I'm also going to get another piece of kitchen roll because I made a right mess of this one. Put that in my bin. Always good to have a bin with a lid on. Keep the fumes down, and then when you're finished you can just empty your bin into your outside bin, and that way you're not stinking everybody out. Right. Now the monomer I am going to be using is One Love, because I found that Ink London felt a lot like One Love to me when I tried it out. So I'm going to be using One Love, but I already have some in my lovely little jar. So I shall just use some of that. Put a bit more in actually. There we go. And if you're wondering about these little jars, they are literally jam jars. I bought the jam, ate the jam, washed the pot and use it as a monomer dish because it's easily to transport, because it's got a lid, it doesn't leak, it's perfect. I've got these little bottles as well that I like to use for monomer, but you can't travel with these, they leak if they're put on their side. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the swatches. So I'm going to try the smaller brush first, see how I get on. Oh, I'm going to go with Gable first. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see how this brush feels to use. There we go, you can see now. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning. Oh, look at that. That is rather lush. That is stunning. That is a very, very pretty silver. as you can see, you have plenty of time to play with it. No problem there. Oh, looky. How beautiful. Right. Ugh, I just stuck it on the kitchen roll. Smooth it back out again. Okay. Be careful putting it down this time. I'm getting glitter in my monomer, so I would suggest when using these colours, get another dapping dish for these colours and another one for your clear, because if you're capping in clear you're going to get glitter into it for sure. Looking at my monomer, I don't know if you can see it, but the glitter particles, yeah you can. Ugh, my phone is beeping. I forgot to put it on silent, so I shall do that real quickly. There we go. Right, let's try Fonda next, I think. I'm going to put the lid on because I have a habit of knocking things over, as you have already seen. Okay, let's do Fonda. This is such a rich gold. Oh, lovely jubbly. Right, this time I shall try the A8. I'm just getting all the bubbles out of the brush. There we go. Oh, that is lovely. I would say that this is more of an antique gold. It is gorgeous though. I'm just patting. Get it all the way down to the end. It's, as you can see, very easy to work with. Very impressed with Ink London. Gives you loads of time to play. Perfect. Wow. Let's see if I can get this camera to focus. Can you see how smooth that application is? It is so smooth. It's not lumpy, it's not bumpy. Look at that. So, absolutely lovely to apply. And I am really liking the brushes. I think, I'm not sure which one I would use on myself actually. I think probably I would use this, which is the A10 on myself. My daughter's got really tiny nail beds, so I would probably use the A8 on her. But we've got one more swatch to do, so let's get that one done. I'm going to use the A10 again because it picked up quite a good sized bead. So this is Bogart. If I can pick up the lid. Okay. Oh, this looks gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Lush. Oh my gosh, that's so lush. It's like kind of a browny charcoal colour. Get another bead with gold flecks in it. That is really lovely. I made this bead a bit too wet. But because you get so much time to play with it, I can still smooth it out. The brush isn't flimsy. It's not firm, but I've had other brushes that have been so flimsy. This one's quite, it's firm enough for me to be able to pat and push and get any lumps smooth again. Come off our camera, focus. You see how smooth that is? So there you have it there. Oh, my swatches. And they are gorgeous. I will top coat them. I'm not even going to bother filing them, to be honest, because they are just, they're smooth enough, to be honest. I could just buff it quickly, but they're not dry yet. I don't know if you can hear that. Mind you, maybe it's just because it's on blue tack. But what I'll do is I'll let them dry a bit longer and I shall top coat them and come back and show you what they look like top coated. Just top coated them. I've not buffed or filed them in any way. But I just wanted to give you a comparison size wise to the brushes. This is my One Love brush that came with the student kit. I'm not sure, but I think it's an 8. I'm not 100% sure. I tried to check on the website, but the website's down at the moment, so I couldn't check whether it's an 8 or a 10. But just to give you an idea, bristle wise, it's just a shade shorter. You see that? It's a shade short. This is the One Love. It's a shade, just tiny little shaving shorter. but it's a lot thinner if I turn it on its side. Can you see that? On its side it's definitely thinner bristle wise. So yes, anyway, those are the brushes. My final thoughts on the brushes are I love them, and I think I'm going to get on with them famously because they worked lovely. They feel good in the hand. They're not heavy, but they've got weight, if that makes sense. They're very comfortable in the hand, and you can put the lid on the back if you want to, but that makes it rather long, so I personally wouldn't. I'd just keep it as this, and I just absolutely love the fact that I can put the lid on and put them down and know that they're not going to get damaged in any way. They're safe in their lids, and there's a hole in the top of the lid for airflow. Sorry about my camera not focusing. Right, let's grab these out of the lamp. Show you the swatches now that they have been top coated. Ugh, I can get hold of them. There we have it. We have Bogart, Fonda and Gable. So there is my little Ink London haul, and I think you can see how beautiful the Molten Metal collection is. Stunning. So thank you very much for watching. It was meant to be a short video, but it turned out to be a long one. I do apologise, I can waffle an awful lot. Got more coming up, so please come back again for more, and I hope you do. Thank you for watching. Take care now, peeps. Bye.